Let's start off with giving us your name and where you're from.
Yeah, I'm Joe Cullen from Whittier, North Carolina. I chose to use cannabis for medicine probably 1999, basically around there. I started going real bad downhill with a hereditary disease that I have. It's a Charcotte Marie tooth, kind of a derivative disease off of multiple sclerosis. So it gives me basically muscle spasms, and I have loss of nerve and muscle control where I cannot control. From mind to muscle, there's a synapses breakdown, a short circuit somewhere, and I can't control balance, how to walk, anything like that. So now I have spasm pains and stuff like that, which cannabis really soothes out. It relaxes me better than a pharmaceutical that I used, Flexeril. I like the demeanor it gives me of pain, less pain, value to Vicodin or hydrocodone. The pharmaceutical chemical, which is in synthetic opiates, just really don't like the feeling physically. It makes my skin crawl or itch, or gives me weird paranoia about this, that, or the other, you know.
No, but cannabis does help that?
Cannabis really helps me with my physical ailment of pain and spasm. With, you know, from my hips down is where I'm really affected. And my lower back, since I'm lost balance and I have to use a walker now, when I do actually try and walk. So it's just the thing of being able to get up. Sometimes I hurt too much and whatnot, but using the natural cannabis just does a whole lot better for me than using a pharmaceutical. And
now I recorded you about 2 years ago.
yeah.
And when during the Journey for Justice 7. Tell me, how's your life been since then? Tell me about that.
It has slowly declined with the disease. My life's been about the same, but the disease has, you know, declined my physical ability. It's a slow declination of what happens. But it's, I don't know, I get a little more depressed because of that here and there. And I don't like escape methods of like alcohol, because that is a depressant that really pulls you down, and psychologically that can and will, and it does always usually bring my spirits up to where, you know, I don't have to use an antipsychotic to pull out of depressions and stuff like that, and it's just so much better. I've seen what antidepressants do to friends of mine, and it's really ugly, some of it. The temperaments of attitudes in life, you know. Mine is just like, well, you know, I can take a couple puffs of some medicinal herb and really feel a whole lot better throughout the day. With psychological issues, I look at it like, well, why drown yourself when you can lift yourself above it a little bit?
I think that if you were able to use cannabis on a regular basis, it would improve your quality of life.
Yeah, when needed and as needed, yeah, it really has. But the problem is, it's very tough for me to actually acquire and use. And it's, when I do, it takes out of my budget for either food or, you know, a bill or something. But I know it's needed for, you know, the rest of the month type of deal. You know, I do live on a government allowance, but it's kind of hard to live that way.
Well, tell me what you would like to say to your North Carolina legislature.
Well, let's go ahead and pass this issue of getting the scheduling of the drug changed, rather than make it like it's a nightmare drug. it can be a drug that is medicinal and it has very good qualities to use for people with problems psychologically. Sometimes it can help them. I'm not really sure. I'm not a neuroscientist or anything, but as of being a common user for purposes of depression, it helps. I know that, and I've done that for years. Probably say at least 15 years it's helped. And I never ever, had to use antidepressant pills. Even had to ask the doctor, or had issues with. But pass this scheduling act, and it might change the medical world around. Brighten up the universe.
You would benefit, correct?
I would benefit 110%, I'm sure. It'd help out.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.